What if I told you about a project matching the whole details and the quality that being there in Palm Jumeirah, the famous project Palm Jumeirah? What if I told you that this project is now valued less than 55% of the price of Palm Jumeirah? And let me add one more information, that whoever invested in this project in the last 6 months gained to his wealth 16% more. Basically, I'm talking about the growth opportunity that is not matchable now in the market. It's a gold mine for whoever is going to invest. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking with you today about Dubai Islands. It's a project being developed by Nakheel, the same developer who developed Palm Jumeirah. In the next hour, I'm going to dive in with you in all of the details of this project. I'm going to dive with you with the data, the information, the vision, and all of the aspects of the type of investment that you can have in the islands. And also, I will clarify why I think that it's unmatchable opportunity now in Dubai real estate market. I will show you the results and I will show you the data based on what's going on in the market. So be prepared, because after this hour, most probably you will see it clearly why I highly recommend this project for whoever want to enter the market and spend money. But before we go there, I had to highlight something for you. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and recommend us to your friends, because at the end of this video, I have a gift for you if you complete it full. In the beginning, let's dive to the basics. What is Dubai Islands? Dubai Islands is basically 5 islands, man-made islands. It's been developed, as I said before, from Nakheel. Before 2022, it's been known as Palm Jumeirah, but they rebranded the whole idea and they remake it differently. And because of that, I can see that Nakheel did a great job with that. And with Nakheel, we all know that the quality is always going to be there. And I should highlight also that Nakheel is a semi-government developer. And with a semi-government developer in Dubai, the trust is very high. And we all know that Dubai is always considering to focus about the reputation of the city. So in terms of the developer, we can say it's a secure investment. Based on 2040 urban plan for the development of Dubai, Dubai Island, it will be considered as a tourist hub, basically a place that the tourists should go there. And all of this is going to be considered part of the main plan and the vision for Dubai. You will see in Dubai Island 20 kilometers of beach. And the plan is being made to have 80 hotels. Even though with my research, I can consider that the number is going to be a little bit less, because some of the buildings that in the coast or basically in the beach being shifted to be changed, or they got some approval to be a residential buildings. So I don't think personally that it will be 80, But according to the plan, until now, and according to the data, it's still 80. I have to give it to Nakhil that they divided this 5 islands in a very smart way. With each island, there is a different target audience and a different activities. So now I will start to tell you what's going on with each island so you can understand how it looks like or what is the vision behind this island. At first, we are going to talk about Island A or the Central Island. The Central Island is the biggest one among them and it will be mixed use. So you will see there commercial, residential, and it will be also a tourist hub. And inside it, definitely, you will find the second biggest mall in whole of Dubai. This mall is going to be bigger than Mall of Emirates. And by the way, whoever visited that area will see clearly that the mall is already being established, not fully, but yes, the building in that mall is already started. So you can see it clearly that the vision is there and it's so clear. And by the way, you can visit now the beach in the island and you will see lots of visitors there. And also some of the hotels is already operating like Rixos and other big brands. Then we have Island B, or they call it the Marine Island. And from the name itself, you can understand what it's all about. It's all about marine lifestyle and all of the consideration of the things related to the marine lifestyle. This is basically what's going to happen in Island B. Then we have Island C, or they call it the Shore Island, or basically the Beach Island, which is you will have the luxury lifestyle. All the hotels and all the big brands will be there, very luxury lifestyle. And it will be definitely a tourist hub, of course, and all of the rich people from all of the globe, it will be a hub for them. So it's a very nice island, and the concept for this one, it will be highly luxurious. It's not just a normal luxury. Island D, it named as Golf Island. Golf Island, from the name, you understand that it's targeting the golf specialist. There will be some championships happening there, and definitely with the golf, you can imagine the type of the caliber of people who's attracting with the golf sport. So that's why it's supposed to be a highly targeting for the elite people, for the people who have highly income or they like the sport of golf. Now we have the last island, which is Island E, or it's known as Elite Island. We can say this is the crown jewel because basically with this one is targeting a narrow segmentation. We are talking about the highly net worth people. The kind of service will be provided there is targeting this niche of people. So with this one, you can imagine the caliber of the people who's going to be around. And I think with the experiment that we already saw happen in the Palm Jumeirah, you can imagine what type of people is going to be there. This thoughtful diversification in the portfolio of the target audience inside the islands, it will cover all the needs will be there for the investors. And because of that, the expectation for the growth is very high. And because of the diversification, the amount of inventory is going to be there, the amount of units is going to be there for every target audience is not going to be huge. With that, we expect very high appreciation to happen and definitely a high revenues for whoever entered this opportunity in early stage. The numbers don't lie. The demand is very high because only in the first half of 2025, there is a transaction of 1,936 transactions being recorded in that area alone. We are talking about 6.1 billion dirham, which is equivalent to $1.7 billion. You can imagine the high demand is there, and the investors is already grieving for this opportunity. The most exciting part is what I mentioned in the beginning of the video, that basically the appreciation increased from the beginning of the year until now approximately 16%. Yes, in 6 months, the appreciation increased 16%, which is basically in the end of 2024, the number was 2,140 and increased to 2,340. You can consider that in every quarter, approximately, the jump was more than 7%. This number is very high. This number is lucrative. And it's showing that the demand is high and the amount of availability there is not matching the kind of growth is happening. And by the way, the number I mentioned for the price of the square feet, I didn't mention for the high-end units. I'm talking about the minimum price that you can enter to invest in that area, because basically there is some records showing that some of the units being sold in that area is the price per square feet, it was above 2,700, 2,800. Yes, some of the units being sold there with a price of a square feet like that. So you can imagine the caliber of the people and the kind of hunger is being there for that area. The most interesting part is the price gap. What I mean by the price gap? I mean basically that the price of this project is lower 55% than Palm Jumeirah, and it's lower 82% than Jumeirah Pay. What does it mean? It means that we still have a huge gap to cover, which is this huge gap is going to be an appreciation gain for whoever investing in this area. Why? Because the caliber of and the type of the people is going to be there is similar to the type of people is being targeted through these two projects. I mean here by Palm Jumeirah and Jumeirah Bay. Why? Because the ultra rich people is going to be targeted in the elite island and it's going to be targeted in the Gulf island. So definitely the appreciation is going to happen. Statistic being shown that yearly the appreciation happened to the waterfront community between 12 to 15%, which is not being covered yet in this project because this project in an early stage, and that's why we recommended this project for you. This numbers is not just statistics, it's a clear indicators for what's going on in the project comparing to the other projects that's playing together in the same caliber. With this kind of statistics and numbers, you can see visually and you can measure what is the future and what's going on. The portfolio of the inventory inside the island, it will be considered one of the most diverse portfolio. You will find there 92% of the total units available in the market will be in the apartment segment, and 8% it will be in the villas and the townhouse segment. In the apartment segment, the price with a decent investor will start from 2 million and it will grow up. Definitely with a penthouse, it can hit up to 30 and even more than 30 million. And with the villas, the price there, it will hit up to the 20 and it can go little bit slightly up above the 20 for the luxury segment. So whoever thinking to invest there is lots of diversification. There is different type of products in the island. And because the main developer, yes, is Nakheel, but there is lots of different developers have inventory in that area. So if you really think about it, when you contact us, we can see what kind of portfolio you are looking for. The expectation for the rental yield in Dubai Island, it will be approximately around 7.5%. 7.5% is a very healthy number, by the way. And here we are not talking about the Airbnb. We are talking about the normal rental yield. Definitely when we start to talk about the Airbnb or the holiday homes, the price is going to be slightly higher than this. I don't like to be overestimated, but the healthy number in Dubai on average for the normal rental is between 6 to 8%. With this kind of project, 7.5 is a realistic number for the apartments. And when we talked about the villas, the expectation is 5.5%. Why is 5.5%? Definitely, when you are talking about branded or expensive units, the rental yield is not going to be higher like the smaller units. But 5.5% is a very decent and a healthy number when we are talking about net. Definitely, again, as I said before, we are not talking about the holiday homes or the shorter rentals. We are talking about full year contract. Now I'm going to talk about the investment strategies that you should have in Dubai Island. First of all, for the first category of the investors, strategy number one for the people who's looking for the appreciation. Definitely, you should capture that now the prices is lower than Palm Jumeirah and Jumeirah Bay, as I mentioned before. You should enter with buying an off-plan property with a decent developer, which is something that we can help you with. You can find a very good units that will appreciate and will give you a very high returns. Now let's go to the type 2, the people who's aiming for the rental return. For those investors, I will highly recommend also investing in the early stage. Why? Because it will increase your ROI percentage. Because if you buy the units after it become ready, the price is going to be a little bit slightly higher than the price that you will gain now. And definitely it will affect your percentage for the ROI. But believe me, the numbers will be high. Why the numbers will be high? Because all the needed facilities to attract people to live there is already in the island. The island is next to Deira, which is the old Dubai. It will facilitate with all the new buildings, which is something that most of the people will be interested with, and the sea, definitely, the water. It's one of the main attractions. So I can imagine clearly it's easy to find the right caliber of people who want to live there. So yes, the rental returns will be high. This is the answer for the second strategy for the investors. Now let's go to the third type of investors, the people who's buying to live there, or let's say home buyers. I can say clearly, if the mall is going to be there, the island is well connected with Dubai and in a strategic place next to the sea, and it will be lots of greenery, which is something that I will talk about it in the next chapters. There will be lots of greenery in the island, so the lifestyle will be high, and it's very good for the people who's really thinking about to live in the island. I highly recommend it, and it will be a good asset to keep it in your portfolio. The quality is going to be there, with Nakhil leading the project with their signature on the Bay Villas. Bay Villas is a project is going to be done by Nakhil, and it's a flagship by Nakhil. Constructed on 700 meters, consider it to be one of the best projects over there, considering to have inside it only townhouses and villas, and they have their own private beach. The value of the construction alone is going to be 2.6 billion. So you can imagine what Nakhil is going to build. Nakhil is not alone. Dubai Island has attracted ecosystem of a premium developers such as MGS development with Edgewater project, which is a very nice project. And also we have 8 development. They have Vela di Art, a project. Also, it's a great project. And also we have an Avenue development. They have 2 projects there. They have Shog and Selena projects. It's a magnificent developers with a very nice and a very good projects is going to happen there. This diversity help the market to have different products, which is attract also a different caliber of investors and give you a little bit wide range in the prices. So it gives a little flexibility in the managing of the portfolio, which is a very good thing to keep the island going on the right track and to keep the demand growing. It gets even better. Why? Because basically there is now a construction going to the 8th line bridge, which is going to have a capacity of 16,000 vehicles per hour, which is going to reduce all the time of traveling in to out from the community, and definitely with all of the plan to connect the area with a metro, which is part of the major plan for the development of Dubai, and it's going to be connected to the Golden Souk station. And definitely also there is a plan to connect the island with the water taxi. The plans is already happening there for the connectivity of the 5G grid, and all of the renewable energy grid is already happening there. So whoever thinking about visiting the area, I will be so happy to arrange a small tour to see by yourself what's going on in the area, and the whole development is happening there. And most probably in the near future, I will try myself to show some brushes and footages from the experience in the island. Dubai Island is a unique project. Dubai Island is a good investment. Dubai Island is a great lifestyle. Let me just narrow down to show you what kind of lifestyle I'm saying. Let's say that you are living here, surrounded with water. The size of the area is 3 times the size of Palm Jumeirah. In the middle, there is the second biggest mall in the entire Dubai, which is Deira Mall. This mall alone will attract lots of people to Dubai Island. Surrounded with 80 hotels, with many activities, and with these activities also I should mention that in Dubai Island there will be lots of greenery spaces, green spaces. Let us also add the marine, as we said, and imagine with all of that we have the golf, which is going to attract the ultra rich people from all over the globe. So the caliber and the type of the people who's going to be there is unique. It's not something that you will see it in any other place. Adding all of this together can show you the kind of standard and the kind of life you will find. This is definitely will change your future and will attract lots of appreciation to your wealth. So it's a kind of a decision you will take now, and it will change your future. The momentum of the growing in Dubai is not a coincidence. It's happening through the vision that they have it in the plan of Dubai Urban Plan 2040. This is strategic plan showing the road that Dubai want to go through. We should also add it one of the reasons that most of the investors in the entire world thinking about Dubai, place that they want to put their investment in, is because basically there is no taxation on the properties. The investment in properties in Dubai is zero tax. This is one of the major factors that attract all of the investors from all over the globe. With full ownership, Dubai is really a good hub for whoever thinking to invest. And within Dubai, I can consider clearly that Dubai Island is a great investment to add to your portfolio. Getting to the deal in the right time, it can make it or break it. Let's go together in the roadmap of the development of Dubai Island. We are now in the phase of 2025 to 2026. What's going to happen in this phase is some of the units is going to be handed over. And We have now Rixos is already operating one of the hotels, and there is also some other hotels is operating. There is more than 7,000 units under construction, and soon you will see the development is going. That's why now the prices is already jumping. In 2027 to 2028, the handover will be focused on the commercial. At that time, you will see the handover is happening for the mall most probably. And with that, you will see lots of restaurants and commercial activities is happening in the area. Between 2029 to 2030, the focus will be on the hospitality sector. So basically, lots of hotels is going to be handed over and operational at this period. And after that, we have the last milestone between 2030 to 2035. This is where the full project will be done. So the full vision will be actual and functional. That's why in the beginning I said entering the project on the right time, it will create a huge outcomes in your wealth. Wherever you are entering in an early stage, you will gain more in your capital, because with every milestone there is an appreciation is going to happen to your wealth. So think wisely and take your decision fast. I will give the island 9 out of 10 in the appreciation, because of the number of appreciation is very high. And I will give it 9 of 10 in the future growth, because we still have lots of milestones coming, which will drive more appreciation to the value of any investment inside the island. And I will give it 8 out of 10 in the lifestyle, because basically there is different lifestyles is going to be there in the island. So I can consider this is a very decent number. If there is anything I want you to take with you from this video, that is Dubai Island is not just a business opportunity. It's the business opportunity. It's something that cannot be matched with all other business opportunities in real estate in Dubai. I highly recommend don't delay your decision to have your consultation. Why I'm saying that? The consultation is free. The business opportunities is not always waiting, and every time you delay your action, the prices of the properties there is increasing. As I mentioned before, the price in the last months increased 16%. Are you going to wait to see it increase again 16%? We spent the last hour telling you all the details about the data, about the community, the developers, what's going on in the economy of Dubai, what is the most strategic stuff is happening, a wider perspective about the amenities, and the type of projects in the community. With all of these aspects, I think we covered the most important points. If you have any question, I will be so happy to answer you. So you just write it down in the comments below, and I will be so happy to answer you. I will be so happy to hear from you. My numbers is mentioned there, and you will find it also in the description. And for those who is with us until this point, we spoke in the beginning of the video that there will be a gift. And because you've been loyal and you saw all of the video, so the gift that I'm giving to you, a full document, it will be attached in the link below. In this link, you will find a document with the data about Dubai Island, and you will find also an Excel sheet showing you all the breakdown of the information I mentioned inside the video. Again, I will be happy to hear from you, and I will be happy if you can share and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. I hope this video make an added value for you.